Good morning, Mr. Shannon. How are you? Okay. Well, I'm looking at your papers. I know you want an apartment. First of all, we're here to help anyone that does not want to help themselves, as you know. And I'll just be asking you a couple of questions, and we'll get you an apartment. Okay? Here we go. Okay, Mr. Shannon. How many felonies have you committed in the past 6 months? None. Okay. Okay, well, let's do this. How many felonies have you committed in the past year? Well, I'll just add 2 years. How many times have you been to jail and or charged with felonies in the past year or two? None. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, you haven't any crimes? Okay, how about this? It does not have to be on the record, but have you, for example, beat up anyone or stabbed anyone or shot anyone? Not killed them, but have you, let's even throw some threats in there. Like in the shelter you in, how many times do you threaten people every day? I'll help you with this. We'll collaborate and we'll make some felonies for you. You don't have anything on the record, right? How about the past 5 years? None. So you're just too nice, Mr. Shannon. I can't help you with this. In all of my years, this is what you're supposed to do, Mr. Shannon. If you would have said the correct things. Okay, you haven't been to prison, right? You've never been to state bill or county. I just want to hear this again. You've never done that. Okay. Okay, we'll just have to do this. It says you're 52 here now. In your life, Mr. Shannon, how many felonies have you committed? 0? None? Oh my Lord, I've never heard of this one. Oh my God. How many times have you been to jail, Mr. Shannon? None? To prison, I'm sorry, prison. We all go to jail, Mr. Shannon, you know, crosswalking and stuff like that. 0 times in prison. Okay, here's throwing me for a loop here, Mr. Shannon. I've never experienced this before. What, is this like a joker? Is there a camera here? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, okay, let me go to, we'll put these papers to the side. We're almost done, Mr. Shannon, but you're really scoring low, and you've never been to prison. Don't be embarrassed, Mr. Shannon. Never been to state bill or county or even outside of the state. Maybe I confused you, Mr. Shannon. Have you ever, like, been in another state, Indiana, Michigan, or anywhere, and just committed a crime? We can find the paperwork, Mr. Shannon. No felonies, ever. Oh my God. Oh, God. I don't know if we're going to be able to help you. I just have to go through here. It's protocol. Okay, Mr. Shannon. Let's see. It's never happened to me before. So I'll just go down to this. Okay, here's the next set of questions, Mr. Shannon. What gang are you in? You're not in a gang. Okay. What former gang were you in, Mr. Shannon? Or affiliation? It doesn't have to be a major gang. You know, like the major gangs here in Chicago. It can be a gang, like I said earlier. You can be from another state. There's so many gangs now. You can even make up one, Mr. Shannon. We need to get you some points here because you've never been in a gang. Okay, what gang have you claimed to be in, Mr. Shannon, for the past 6 months or all your life? Okay, what gang? You know, false flagging. What gang? Just name one. None. Nothing. No gang affiliation whatsoever. Oh my Lord, this is, oh my goodness. How do you expect us to help you, Mr. Shannon? You have not ever committed a felony and you've never been in a gang. This is unheard of, Mr. Shannon. We are here to help people that do not, I repeat, don't want to help themselves. And it says here, let me read my notes. I really have to go over this. I'm really astonished by this, Mr. Shannon. You want some help to get an apartment, and you actually want to pay the money back, not if, but when you make the money back. That's the wrong attitude, Mr. Shannon. You are supposed to come in here gangsta style, or at least false flagging gangsta. First of all, you're sitting with your hands folded, you're smiling, you're being proper, you're calling me ma'am, you're not calling me a bitch and stupid white hole motherfucker. You're supposed to be an angry black man, Mr. Shannon. And you're sitting here, you're being considerate. Barbara Ann came in here, you know, the receptionist, she said you told her to have a nice day, and you're being just, you know, just a nice person. Mr. Shannon, you're very, very deceptive. You have that big gap in your mouth. Do you smoke crack, Mr. Shannon? Here's my next set of questions. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I just have to do this. I'm very frustrated now. What drugs do you do, Mr. Shannon? No drugs. So you're not on heroin or meth or crack, or do you smoke weed, Mr. Shannon? That doesn't really help because it's going to be legal soon. Mr. Shannon, do you smoke joints? No. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. I've been 37 years of doing this. Oh my God. What is going on here? Oh my God. You don't use any needles, Mr. Shannon. There, see that box over there? There's a bunch of needles that you can grab as many as you want. I'll give you some crack and some meth, heroin, whatever. I have pure cocaine. We have lines and straws waiting for you, Mr. Shannon. You don't want any? Why, Mr. Shannon? Oh my God, oh my Lord. How are we supposed to help you when you are an able-bodied person willing to help yourself? You're supposed to be an able-bodied person that's angry and blame. Do you blame the white man for everything, Mr. Shannon? No. Well, how are we supposed to help you? You're supposed to be angry at the world, Mr. Shannon. Do you take handouts for stuff you don't even need? Do you cut in front of people and threaten them when there's just like a hot dog being out and there may be people in a wheelchair and blind people? You don't knock them over to get the free hot dog? So you're just too nice, Mr. Shannon. I can't help you with this. In all of my years, this is what you're supposed to do, Mr. Shannon. If you would have said the correct things. Okay, you haven't been to prison, right? You've never been to state bill or county. I just want to hear this again. You've never done that, okay? A misdemeanor. What is that? Oh, miss on Polk Street? Misdemeanor? Oh no. What? Oh, those are small crimes. No, Mr. Shannon. Drunk driving and defending yourself on your family's property does not count for a felony, let alone a major felony, Mr. Shannon. You are disgusting, Mr. Shannon. That big gap in your mouth, you don't smoke crack. You should have lied, Mr. Shannon, and said that you smoke crack every day. You should be laying in your chair, humming, and on your cell phone, ignoring me right now, and saying, look, bitch, I need to go. I need some weed or something. You don't even drink anymore, Mr. Shannon. I can get you a fix right now, whatever the fuck you want. You're really upsetting me, Mr. Shannon. We're not going to be able to help you. And let me just finish on this note, Mr. Shannon. I was going to come to your shelter and have an apartment for you by next week. That's how things work. But you have to be a thug. You have to be someone who's angry at every fucking thing. And yes, I said it. I'm more from the hood than you are. Longwood Drive on here. You grew up on Longwood Drive. Oh my God. How the fuck do you think the state of Illinois and the U.S. federal government, the taxpayer dollars, are not put here to help people who actually want to help themselves and get up on their own? Now, I'm gonna say this in closing, and you're gonna say no. I can just guess because you're really angering me. I will let you beat the shit out of me right now, Mr. Shannon, and we can get you at least one felony. Okay? And we'll just throw attempted rape in there, and I'll let you have a couple of bucks. So we'll call the cops. I know some cops. We can write this up. We can still help you, Mr. Shannon. And you know what, Mr. Shannon? You're not making my record look good. This is the first time in all of my years here. I started out with clipboards, going to shelters where people, I would show up, and now I have my iPad and stuff. I can write stuff down and type it easily. And I would have a studio apartment for people, and I've grown to the measure of all these years where people, guys, and some women, they would say, look, bitch, fuck a studio. I need a 2-bedroom. And I would do my best. I would apologize and run back to my office. This is way before cell phones, Mr. Shannon. Mr. Non-felony help-yourself person. And I would make sure that they got at least a 2-bedroom in Hyde Park or Lincoln Park. Not South Shore or some other good area, but the best areas in Chicago, Mr. Shannon, until I could get them in Elk Grove Village or Skokie or Schaumburg. And I'm talking about thug motherfuckers. You are disgusting, Mr. Shannon. You need to get out there. You just get out of here. We're not going to help you. Get the fuck out of my office, Mr. Shannon. I hope you get stabbed again. Willie Jordan, we got him an apartment the day after he got out of jail. And he didn't even go to prison. He went to jail. You know, the guy who stabbed you. And I agree with him now. I would have stabbed you too, Mr. Shannon. I don't care if you were standing at the urinal, just not bothering anybody and never had any problems with any. That guy, he should have stabbed you more than once, Mr. Shannon. You are disgusting. You come in my office asking for a chance to get an apartment, and you're sitting there courteous and observant and, you know, just gracious and actually, you know, oh my God, Mr. Shannon. And you said God bless somebody, and somebody, I have a witness, this on video. You actually said God bless the doorman and opened the door, the security guard. Oh my God, you can't be like that, Mr. Shannon. You have to get gangsta or fake gangsta. Okay? Get the fuck out of my office.